What's up, YouTube? For today's video, we're in full Throw Moves Pokemon team. It's been a while since we've done a specific name move, and we've got Storm Throw, Vital Throw, Rock Throw, Circle Throw, and Flamethrower as a little bit of an interesting one there on the end to add a little bit of variety to the team, because as you can see, they're all physical moves and 3 out of 4 are fighting. If you want to check me out on Twitch, people, this is where I do all my live streams, twitch.tv/PIMPNITE. The link's in the description of the video. Come and drop me a follow there if you haven't already. I've got 2 battles with the Throw Moves team, and let's throw down this battle. This is a battle against Varu X, and we got an interesting team here. We got a Porygon Z as the lead. It's shiny, it's looking very fresh, and I've got my Aerodactyl lead. Now, I do have other status moves to help me with the Throw Moves team, but essentially I'll be dealing damage with only Throw Moves. So I've got Rock Throw, Agility, Substitute, and Taunt. So this set is based around doing damage with Rock Throw. My item is Metronome as well, so I can try and stack that up to 5 hits and make it very, very powerful. Because Rock Throw is extremely weak. So firstly, what I want to do is go for Agility. I've got Max Health and Max Attack. It's a bulky, slow set, but with Agility, I'm going to be very, very fast. Porygon Z is going to swap out, obviously trying to go for a scumbag flinch there from the Zen Headbutt. And we've got the Regigigas coming in here. Now, if you do see a theme team at all, let me know below in the comment section as well. If you enjoy the videos, people, please drop a like there. It really does help me out there. It only takes a second. So I'm going for a Rock Throw there on the Regigigas. Red card's going to activate on the Regigigas, and it's going to throw my Aerodactyl out of the battle and bring in the Kangaskhan. This Kangaskhan is a bulky set here. We got Rest, Sleep, Talk, and only Circle Throw. I've got the ability here on this one. I actually thought about running Early Bird on there, but I decided to go with Scrappy in the end since I was running so many fighting moves. Now, Regigigas is going to take pretty good damage there from the Circle Throw, and it's going to be thrown out of the battle. I've got Max Health and Max Special Defense EVs on this Kangaskhan as well. So in comes the Snorlax here, and I've got Leftovers as my item. I've got Circle Throw, which will do pretty good damage to this Snorlax as well. But I decided not just yet. I'm going to go into my Aerodactyl and see if I can get this going, right? I've still got a couple of Rock Throws, so we may as well see how much damage I can do. Snorlax is going to Wild Charge me on the swap-in, and Aerodactyl was going to turn back into a fossil. Wait, it already was a fossil, but it's a fossil again, alright? You take it back to the person on Cinnabar Island, and he has to resurrect it for you again. So we're going to bring in Machoke here. We've got on this one a Vital Throw, Bulk Up, Double Team, Attract, Scumbag set. So what you want to do here, right, is you want to go for a Bulk Up or an Attract. Then you're going to have the Flame Orb kick in, and you've got the Guts ability. So that means Vital Throw will be doing a lot more than it normally would right now. Vital Throw never misses, but the base power on it is literally trash, right? So it's a move that no one would ever use, because there's like so many like better moves, right? I actually thought about going for No Guard Vital Throw, but I wanted to get some use out of it, right? So I went for Guts instead. No Guard, not Vital Throw would have been pretty funny there. So we got a G-Max Snorlax here, and it's thick. So it's going to go for a Max Overgrowth here, and that's going to be doing a lot of damage to my Machoke. My Machoke is Max Health and Max Attack with Adamant Nature too. Without that Everlight, though, I don't really take attacks very well. Look at Machoke's shoulders, man. It's in good shape. Its legs, its arms. Actually, I'll say this, I like Machoke shiny better than Machan's, because the blue on its arms just sort of makes it pop a lot more rather than just the green all over it. Like, what do you think about that? I think it looks better. Anyway, we got the Flame Orb up here. I'm going to go for a I went for the Attract there, which actually worked the second turn there, and now I'm able to get a Vital Throw off on Snorlax. Not that it really did a lot of damage, because Snorlax is super thick, but any damage is better than nothing at the moment, right? Because it's a Snorlax, right? So it takes some more damage there from the Flame Orb, and now Snorlax is going to be able to hopefully not attack me, but with the Attract, you never know, because there's a 50% chance to not attack, but it's also a 50% chance to attack. So it's still a very high chance when you think about it. It's going to take me out with a Max Steel Spike, so it's got like a lot of defense, because that had a Grassy Seed too earlier on, so it had the Grassy Seed from Max Overgrowth, and it had the +1 from the Steel Spike. So it's very, very tanky on the physical side, right? Which is bad, because all of my moves, except Flamethrower, is physical. So going to Pancham, Pancham actually gets Vital Throw, Storm Throw, Circle Throw, and Parting Shot, so it gets a lot of them. I gave this one Everlight, Ability Scrappy, and Max Health and Max Attack as well. I had to do that in a lot of them. Snorlax is going to have Steel Roller, which is really cool. They're making use of the grassy terrain from the G-Max Snorlax. A very, very cool set, though. I like that one. I went for a circle throw here on the Snorlax. Got some pretty good damage there, and Snorlax is going to get thrown out of the matchup. I had to get rid of that. It was way too bulky. Next Pokemon is the Double, another bulky Pokemon. This is like a very, very interesting bulky team. So I'm assuming it's probably going to have Fluffy. We got it went for a ramming Zen headbutt there. Didn't flinch me. I was able to get a nice bit of damage off there as well with my Pancham. Very, very happy about that with a Storm Throw there. Here comes a Retaliate from the Double. Pancham's not going to be able to live that one. But at least it got rid of the Snorlax and it did some pretty good damage to Double. So I was quite happy about that. Very difficult to use in that situation. So since it had Fluffy, I thought, well, let's make use of Flamethrower, right? I've got this really cool set. It's Sunny Day, Flamethrower, Trick Room, my favorite healing move there. And I've also got a Staff Berry on it, which is really going to be interesting if I can randomly raise the stat by 2 stages and keep getting that over and over and over again. Firstly, what I wanted to do is get some speed control up here with Executor. And Retaliate doesn't seem to do anything like that much damage. The EV spread on this was Max Health. And I've also got Max Special Defense. So it's a very, very bulky set. Now Double's going to go for a Payback here. Payback's not really doing a lot of damage. Going to put me around half health, which is fine. I can go for Flamethrower. I'm guessing they've definitely got Fluffy, judging the damage I did to them. And that's going to take it out. No special attack EVs required at all. I mean, it's got a pretty good special attack base, right? Next Pokemon to come in is going to be the Regigigas, which we've seen before. Now, watch this. This is crazy. So we had the slow start activated. Obviously, I'm going to go for Flamethrower because the Trick Room is up. I actually did fairly good damage to Regigigas there. So one more, and I got a burn. I was like, wow, that was really lucky. Watch this. It went for an Avalanche, which normally would have taken Executor out. I lived on 17 health there, and I ate my Staff Berry. If I didn't get the burn there, it wouldn't have happened. Then I got a Staff Berry randomly raised with the speed. I was like, oh no, this is bad, right? Then I got another Harvest, so that means I got another Staff Berry activation in that turn too. This time, I got a special attack boost. I'm like, oh, that's really, really good. This actually went for a Payback because I couldn't go for Avalanche because it's negative priority. Since there was slow start and a burn, I managed to live the attack and take out Regigigas. That was amazing there. Only our people, shut up people, so our poor Regigigas, that burn was so important there. So now I'm going to eat another berry here, so you probably don't get to see our Staff Berry eaten this much, and that's going to be boosting my special defense. Now the reason it's activating so much is I put the sun up. That not only powered up Flamethrower, but 100% made Harvest always activate like a berry there, right? If you don't have the sun up, it is a 50% chance. So in comes Unpheasant, Unpleasant. It's going to take me out with a quick attack. That's okay. I had a pretty good run, my Executor. I can't complain about that. That was amazing. Going into Rhyperior now. I've got a Choice Banded. A choice banded Rock Throw set. So that's my only move. Rock Throw. I had to do it, people. Someone had to do it, right? I had to be the one to do that. Max Health and Max Attack right there. So we got the Unpheasant going for a Focus Energy. That's probably a Scumbag Super Luck set. Rock Throw misses. Please tell me why Rock Throw doesn't have 100% actually. Like, seriously, like, real talk. Why does it not? It's not even a good move. It's got no extra effects at all. That's just mean. That's straight mean. So going for the Rock Throw there, I've dropped it on top of the Unpheasant. It's got a Focus Sash. You wouldn't read about it, right? So I'm going to need, like, another one to take it out. Now, I'm thinking real quick. I've got my Kangaskhan. Who's going to do better in Dynamax? My Kangaskhan does better because it can go to sleep with Rest and Sleep Talk. So I'm seriously thinking about here actually Dynamaxing my Rock Throw Rhyperior and just spamming Stone Journey's Customs for about 3 turns, yeah? So Unfezzer's going to faint, which is very, very good. Now, we got a Snorlax and we got a Porygon Z left, yeah? Now, and we got a Silvally as well. So we got all these bulky Pokemon here. So I'm looking at my team thinking, nah, I have to go for Dynamax here. It's my only way. So I can go for Dynamax Max Rockfall. Now, I'm pretty sure coming off Rock Throw, this will only be 100 base power, so it's going to be very, very weak. It's be like the weakest rock move ever, right? Coming from like a Dynamax Pokemon, yeah? I think that's the weakest move you can get outside like Max Knuckle and things like that. So we got the Rhyperior here. Hopefully it'll be a 2-hit KO. That's what I'm hoping. So here comes the Iron Head. Iron Head does nothing, which is good that I Dynamax there because I could have got flinch. Now I can see that Silvally's got the Life Orb too, which is only going to be good for me, so it's going to do extra damage. Will I be able to take it out in one shot? Here was the question. I didn't think I would because Silvally's got a bit of bulk to it, right? And the next turn, I can easily take it out. So the sand is up, which is good for Rhyperior. Or my ability, you're probably wondering, I gave it solid rock. So I could live those super effective hits a little bit better. So here comes another Iron Head. I think that's really the best move that Silvally could possibly do to me at the moment. I was a little bit worried about a special one with like, I don't know, Surf or something like that. That was about it, right? So Silvally is going to faint. There is still a Snorlax and a Porygon Z left. In comes Chonky the Snorlax. I believe I should be able to take this out. It is at low half health. I mean, if it doesn't take it out, it's going to get very, very close, and the sand should take it out, right? So dropping Stonejourner's cousin there, and Snorlax is gone. It's great. It's very, very good. So now we've only got Porygon Z left here, right? Now, Porygon Z is at full health still. I didn't actually manage to get an attack off it. Like, if you remember earlier on in the game, right, it used Zen Headbutt, then it dipped out of the matchup. So the sand is flowing very nicely. Iron Tail is going to miss on my Rhyperior, and now I'm going to go for the Rock Throw. Like, watch this. Rock Throw Choice Band is no joke, right? So we're going to get some sand damage on the Porygon Z here. It finally lands its Iron Tail. I feel like its tail should be pink there, and it almost takes me out. Solid Rock actually saved my hide there, and the Porygon Z is going to go down to a Rock Throw. You probably won't hear that one too often. Thank you, Varu X, for the battle. A really cool team. There's some interesting strategies. I like the Snorlax strategy there with the Grassy Seed and Steel Spike. That was very, very bulky. Let's get on to battle number 2 here. This was against Dilly King, and this was a very, very long battle as well. And also, we got another theme team here as well. I wonder if you can guess what it is. So I've got Aerodactyl versus Frostlass here. Probably not the greatest matchup in the history of Pokemon, but I feel like I've got Rock Throw there, you know, should be able to take it out in one shot. Now, Frostlass is going to go for a track there, and turn one, I'm getting infatuated already. So things aren't looking too good. So Aerodactyl was immobilized by that Frostlass, and now it's going to go for double team. Oh, this is pure scum. I need to take this out. So I'm infatuated at the moment there. I get through and Rock Throw lands. You wouldn't read about it. And look at the sweet damage that it does. Now, that did great damage. I was a little bit worried about Cursed Body because I've only got one attacking move, but I didn't say anything about it at the time, right? Because when I say things right, they actually happen. So Poltergeist does good damage there. It's a physical Frostlass. Attract and double team Poltergeist, very scumbag. I get through all of that scum and I get another Rock Throw off. It lands and takes a Frostlass out. So that was a really good turn of luck there. Like normally I would have 9.9 times out of 10 I would have lost that, right? So in comes the Nidoqueen here. Rock Throw's going to do nothing. I've got Metronome there. It's doing amazing damage. And here comes the Thunder Punch that's going to take Aerodactyl out. There's not a lot I could have done with Aerodactyl. I just wanted to see how much damage I could do there and see what sort of set it was. So that sort of served its purpose. So bringing in Pancham now, I'm going to be honest with you here. When you look at my moves, right, most of them are fighting moves. So what can I even do to a Nidoqueen? So what I'm going to do, right, I'm going to get to that when I can, right? So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So I'm just going to get rid of it, and hopefully it comes back in a little bit later on. So in comes Sally the Salazzle. That's the same name I give mine. And that's going to go for a Flamethrower. Didn't even plan that one. And Pancham is going to leave on 1 health. You wouldn't read about it. And the Merchant available, right? So go for that parting shot there. Just dropping Salazzle's attack, which is going to be good. And swapping out that. So Pancham, I might be able to make use of it later on. Maybe I can get an attack off. Who knows? So now we got Rhyperior. Rhyperior should be able to take this out in one shot. Sadly, the Salazzle is going to go for Toxic. So it's got Toxic and Flamethrower. I'm probably going to assume if it's got Toxic, it's got Venoshock, because that works really nicely as a combination. So Salazzle was going to have Focus Sash. Unfortunately, I wanted to get a one-shot. Well, it was a one-shot if there was no Sash there, right? So that kind of felt good using Rock Throw and getting a one-shot, right? So here comes the Venoshock like I sort of expected. I mean, Salazzle can't really do a lot to Rhyperior outside of Hidden Power. And, there's no hidden power in the game, so it's going to be going down. So it still did pretty good damage there, right? So bye-bye Salazzle. Probably an awesome shiny there. I really love that shiny Pokemon. Now, Rhyperior, it's still good. It's all right. I've only taken a little bit of damage there, right? Next Pokemon is Dilly King. I'm like, uh-oh. What is it? Like, what can I even swap into this, right? It's going to go for a Pedal Dance, and coming off its massive special attack, Yeah, it would have been really bad swapping nearly anything except for a Lone Executor into that run, right? So down goes Rhyperior. I almost did go into Executor then, but just in case there was a prediction into that, I decided not to. So now the Lilligant is stuck into Petal Dance. So this actually isn't all that bad, because what I can do, right, is I can make this strategy work. So firstly, we want to set the Trick Room up, right? We're going to get some speed control. My team really isn't that fast outside of like Aerodactyl, you know, all of them are pretty slow, yeah, and bulky build. So we got the Trick Room and we got the Sun up, yeah, that's going to boost the power of Flamethrower. Lilligant's kind of thick on the special side, so I felt like I needed the Sunny Day up to, you know, one shot, right? So it's going to go for a Pollen Puff there. Pollen Puff does a lot of damage to me there, obviously being a bug move, and Lilligant has got a Focus Sash as well. 2 Focus Sash Pokemon, man. That really, really sucks. Now I can go for another Pollen Puff and take out my Executor. So no Staff Berry action in this battle. I guess I got a lot on the first one, so I was lucky there, right? So bye-bye Executor. Now I've got my Machoke here, so I thought, well, I can go for any move and, you know, take the Lilligant out here. And that'll also allow me to, you know, get a, just maybe a bulk up. So I'm going to get Outspeed here, of course. And Vital Throw, of course, is going to go second. So I'm going to get Outspeed and Trick Room, which is always fun. So bye-bye, Lilligant. Now I'm going to get the Flame Orb up there. That's going to make it hit a lot harder. Not that it really hits hard in the first place. Watch this, right? So Latios comes in. I'm like, oh, man, what can I do to a Latios? I've got, like, all these fighting moves. Latios swaps out, and Nidoqueen comes in. So it's a double swap. So probably predicting me to swap too. I just went for Vital Throw. I had nothing to do against this thing. And Vital Throw, I guess it did okay against Nidoqueen. I'm probably going to need to hit it with like 2 to 3 more of them. Now Nidoqueen is going to go for a Poison Jab here. Obviously, it's a fully physical set. Machoke leave that just because I'm running max health, yeah. And Nelly said Vital Spirit there. Vital Throw is almost going to take Nidoqueen out. At this stage, there's not a lot I can do. I can bring in another Pokemon to finish off Nidoqueen. Now, Nidoqueen is going to go for a Crunch, and Machoke is down. Still do some pretty good damage there. So all I've got left, when you look at it, I've got a Kangaskhan and a Pancham on 1 health. So I don't know how much play I've got here, you know. It's pretty limited. So here comes a Crunch from Nidoqueen here. Look at the damage it did. It was no joke. It did a lot. I'm very glad that it didn't drop my defense there. So go for a Circle Throw. I can't do anything more. I've just got to get rid of this Nidoqueen problem. And the next Pokemon is going to be Serena. So like, okay, this is bad because I'm going to get outsped with my Pancham. This might have a fighting move. I don't know what sort of set this is going to be. So I'm thinking, if I go for Dynamax and then go Dynamax Max Knuckle, that could be really, really good. Instead of going for Rest, and I may or may not get a Circle Throw or something like that. I mean, what am I going to Circle Throw into? Latios and Nidoqueen, which both completely, like, destroy me. So, you know, I've got to get something happening here, right? At least if I can get a couple of boosts on my attack on Circle Throw, it'll do a little bit more damage than, like, nothing, right? And I've got everything invested into bulk at the moment. So going for a Dynamax Kangaskhan there. Look at the little Joey, and its pouch is actually quite big there. So outspeeding Serena, which was nice, and going for that Max Knuckle. And as you can see, it's about a 3-hit KO, round about that, right? So nice +1 attack. Serena's going to go for a Zen Headbutt. It's a flinching set. It's pure scum, basically. Now, the item I've got on there is going to be Leftovers, which will heal up a little bit of the Zen Headbutt, which is nice. I can keep going for Max Knuckle here, which will be very, very handy. So the next one actually almost takes out. It's actually going to be very close whether it does or not, right? I might even be able to get another Rest off because, you know, Serena's not doing much. So now it's going to go for a Rapid Spin here, boosting its speed by 1 stage. So I'd say maybe they've invested everything into bulk and then into attack, right? And Rapid Spin's there to boost speed, right? So go for another Max Knuckle here, and that was actually enough to take it out. That was very, very nice. So Serena is down. But we still got this Nidoqueen and Latios problem left, and don't worry, guys. I've got a Pancham in the back there with 1 health. What could go wrong, right? So getting some more leftover recovery. We're almost at our half health again there. That is the last turn of my Dynamax too. So I'm thinking about going for a Rest here. If I take whatever move Latios does, go for Rest and then spam Circle Throw, right? So outspeeding Latios, which was very, very nice there, and Kangaskhan is going to be going to sleep, which is very, very good. I do want to get one day. It'd be amazing to get an Australian Pokemon game, like set in Australia. What is this Latios messed up set? Because it went for Recover. I was like, okay, and now it's got a Toxicorp. Like, what sort of set is it? So it's got Toxicorp and Recover. I'm thinking, that's an interesting set. I have a feeling what it might be, but I don't really know. So go for the rest of Sleep Talk. I get the Circle Throw, which is great. So the Latios is going to get thrown out of the battle. So it seems it might be quite a passive set at the moment. This seems to be definitely more offensive, this Nidoqueen, right? So outspeeding the Nidoqueen, which is always good there, praying for that circle throw. Hopefully I can get it and to get rid of this Nidoqueen. Finally, right, I get rest. No, that sucks so much. Now Nidoqueen is going to go for a crunch here. That's a good move to go for because not only is it doing a lot of damage, it could actually drop my defense as well there. And, you know, Poison Jab will do a lot after a -1 in defense. So now Nidoqueen is going to outspeed me this time. Go for the crunch. Crunch is actually a 3-hit KO. I'm going to wake up there and get a circle throw. And Nidoqueen is finally down. That was a thorn in my side for the whole battle there. For a poison point in my side. I couldn't come up with a pun with that one. So I'm going to get some leftovers recovery here. Latios still seems to be a passive set, right? That's all I've seen from it so far. So I thought, I could go for a circle throw. It's not going to take it out. I know that it's not going to take it out, even at +3. Let's go to sleep and let's see what sort of set this is, yeah? So Kangaskhan's going to get all of its health back there. I was thinking since they had Toxic Orb, they got Psycho Shift. I was right about that, and it's not going to affect me, so that poison couldn't get actually sent to my Kangaskhan. Now the Kangaskhan's going to be asleep, so we know it's got Recover and Psycho Shift, yeah? So it seems to be quite passive. Does it have an attacking move? I get rest from Sleep Dog, which is very unfortunate. And now Latios is going to use rest. It's got rest and recover. What sort of messed up set is this? Like, why? I don't know what I can actually do to this, right? So Latios has gone to sleep, right? It's got recover and it's got Psycho Shift. What's the fourth move, though? I'm thinking, what's the fourth move? At least I've got some way of damaging Latios, but it's going to take a while, right? So I'm going to get a circle throw off here, right? Look at the damage it does. It does nothing. It's like a 10-hit KO, yeah? So now the Latios is going to be snoozing. Latios' fourth move is Sleep Talk. What the heck? It's a completely passive set designed to spread the toxic and just rest off and recover off. It's actually quite mean. In the end here, we decided, well, we can't do any damage to each other. This is way too bulky for me and way too bulky for the Latios. So we both just decided the best thing to do here would be to go for a draw. So we both hit the run button and then we both, you know, drawed the battle there. But a crazy battle there and like a stalemate at the end with that. That was a messed up Latios set. All right, people, I'll catch you next time. Peace.